Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here to do your bonus read. This is the Tarot Mucha, if you're looking at what tarot deck it is. I do try to say the tarot decks at the readings, but I know sometimes people ask me and I think, well, maybe they've missed me saying it, or maybe I've missed saying it. This is a beautiful deck. I really love it. It's just so, it's sort of very traditional, but it's done in a very artistic way. It's beautiful. Ace of Swords coming out here. So some sort of truth has to be spoken, and that's quite interesting after the What's Cracking reading this morning. Like I always say, I never know what I'm going to get in the bonus read. And I've even resorted sometimes to doing 3 separate readings and still got very similar energies. So this is about someone standing in their truth. We can all be honest, we can talk what we want to talk, but standing in your truth is a very different thing. This is being really aligned with who you truly are. This is about understanding your purpose, understanding what you represent. This is coming from your higher self, your core being, and saying what you need to say. It's about bringing around clarity, changing energy, and having a brand new start based in something completely different and new. And for some of you, this is a second chance at something you've missed out on in the past. It's a rebirth. It's a rebirth, but this time you're birthing as your true self. You're not birthing as the person you were taught to be. You're really aligning with your true purpose in life, your true being, coming from your higher self. Okay, let's see how we go with this reading. Okay, very, very nice. So we have the Wheel of Fortune coming out first. So the Wheel of Fortune is a card that comes in when the universe is ready to make her own moves. So this can be you've been going through the same cycles over and over, and it's the universe saying that's enough now, we've done this. You could have been harping at something for a long time and not getting any result. You could have been stuck in a position where things weren't moving forward. That time where we go through like changes and transformations when we feel like the energy is just stuck in one place. This is the universe coming in and going, right, that's it now. We need to turn this wheel, this karmic wheel, this Wheel of Fortune around. Something is going in your favor here. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is behind that. So for some of you, this could be about work. Maybe you've been waiting for something to come through for a while. You could have been in a position where perhaps the universe has taken work away from you to give you time to do some healing, understand what you want, your purpose. Maybe you've been floundering and haven't really been committed to doing something that you were supposed to be committed to. But it can be sort of like that job hopping feel, or hopping from situation to situation with no satisfaction. We do have the Knight of Swords coming in here. I actually think it's the page in these, even though it shows up with the knight's helmet. I think these are the pages. But whatever it is here, there is some communication coming through. It's not, this guy's hanging on really, really tightly to his sword. He doesn't want to let that sword go. So you've got someone who needs to communicate, or someone who needs to speak with you, who's not really being very forthright about what they want to say. They're withholding here. And they're not really taking a lot of action at this time. For some of you, this is to do with love, so I can't discount that here. So for some of you, you've been stuck in some sort of situation, not going anywhere. This is nice, though. You do have the King of Swords coming out here. So the King is now ready. So you may have been waiting for someone to come forward. It may have been taking a while. You maybe have been stuck, where, you know, perhaps going about your business, doing what work you needed to do, and there was no change happening. But this King's pulling his sword out of the sheath now. So he's ready to go. He's ready to make contact, speak up, and come towards you here. So for most of you, this is about love, this reading. Okay, so I have the card of Libra here, the Justice card. This is about karma. So what's been happening here is something has not been going in the direction it needed to. So when you hear the call, or when you hear that little voice in your head that says you need to do something or go somewhere or whatever else, and you keep putting it off because you don't really want to front up or face it, that's when the universe usually says, no, it's enough now, you really need to do this. So something you've been putting off for a while here is about to come to some sort of conclusion. So again, with the sword, you know, this is about balancing things out, speaking a truth, being able to declare or disclose something here in order to make things move forward. Moving forward with the Six of Swords here. So there is some moving away from an energy here. You could be moving away from this karma. It could be clearing and allowing you to move towards your future. But definitely, you know, understanding there were lessons here to be learned and maybe moving away from a situation. We do have the Seven of Wands coming in again, which is a repeat from the What's Cracking reading. This is this real defensive energy, standing your ground, you know, not willing to give up, making sure that you've done everything possible to be able to bring some sort of conclusion to this. Very strong defensive energy coming through with this one this time round. Almost like you're just going to do or die. That's how it feels. It's like something has to be done. Okay, so we do have the Chariot coming in here. So some of you can be dealing with Cancer. We could have Cancer and Libra here. Or maybe just those energies. But this is definitely moving forward now after a period of being very stuck here. And feeling like an energy has not been going. You've been waiting for something to happen. You've been waiting for something, and now it's like you're sort of giving up this defensive energy and moving forward now after there's been no resolution. We do have a lot of major arcanas coming out here. We do have the Death card. So there's a Scorpio here for some people. This is about a transformation. Something's transforming here. There could be a relationship that's transforming, but it's definitely a situation that can't keep going the way it is. Someone's been way too patient. Could be dealing with an earth sign. But more than likely, this is you, because you're standing your ground and you've got this sense of purpose now. You're moving forward and bringing in your own stability here with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands coming out. So we've got a few repeat cards from this morning's What's Cracking. So similar energy. We do have another major arcana with the High Priestess here. And we have the Seven of Swords. Someone's withholding. Someone's thinking they can get away with not telling you something. Somebody is either trying to dupe you or trying to diddle you by not telling you what's going on. So in its own way, that's sort of bullying. But they're not willing to put in the effort required here to bring something in. We do have the Sun dropping out in our laps here. Okay, so there is a situation here that you're involved in, most likely love in this reading, because I do have the Ace of Cups here. It strongly feels like you've got something going on in a relationship with someone where they're not speaking up or speaking their truth. They are in denial. They are being completely defensive about what they do with this energy, and they are not releasing it. This is pushing them into some sort of transformation because they're not listening to their intuition. There's a stability here. There's a relationship here that's long-term and divinely guided, but they're ignoring the call to do something about this. This Seven of Swords always, you know, comes up as betrayal and, you know, doing really bad things. But I think what we've got here is a person who is trying to get away with not saying anything. So to me, especially with some of the other cards here, this says you're dealing with someone who is pretending that something doesn't exist, is pretending that they don't have to do something, but they're hiding away in hope that this will go away. And I don't think the universe is quite ready to let this go, not with the Justice card here. So we have the Hierophant coming out with the Ten of Cups. Oh, two more major arcanas. So many major arcanas here. Someone's trying to deny their happiness. Okay, someone's trying to deny here that there is something here. waiting for them. They're in hermit mode. So they've completely closed off. They may have closed off their heart. They may have closed off the world. They know with their intuition here that this is right, that this is something they need to move on. They know there's a great deal of happiness here, but they're withholding. So this person is 100% aware of what they need to do. And it's going to take the universe stepping in now with that Wheel of Fortune and the Justice card to get this karma cleared. They need to clear it, yeah. So we've got the card of peace coming out. So that makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it? Peace for both sides of this situation. I think that, you know, the whole idea of denial is, like I said, it's lying by omission, really, isn't it? You're lying to yourself, you're lying to the world, you're depriving yourself of something that looks very strong and very amazing here. Okay, so we have freedom from attachment and radical acceptance. Okay, so let's just talk a little bit about attachment. A lot of us learn attachment from childhood. It's something we're taught by the style of parenting we have as children. And when we go into relationships, sometimes, because if you truly feel love for someone, you'd be able to release them or let them go. Love is not about possession. Love is not about holding on. But when we have this attachment to someone, it makes it very, very difficult for us to let them go and allow love to be. It goes much deeper than that, and I probably will do something on it in my next newsletter. I've been sort of dealing with that with people a lot lately, trying to get them to understand that that cord of attachment they have to someone is what they need to let go of. It's not the love. It will not stop you loving someone. It will not stop you feeling your feelings. But that drive, that feeling of being drawn to someone so that it drives you into your emotions every time is where this is the problem. And it's about letting that go. And here it looks to me, because the other person isn't expressing themselves or allowing themselves to speak up or unload some sort of energy here. The other person may be still very attached. So it's a matter of being able to let go of that energy and move forward here with the Six of Swords, cutting the energy away. But this is about, and I'll read the peace part to you because it says it doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and that's the attachment, and the soul satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. So can I just say, it's in the relationship message here, it says, when two people are in true alignment with one another, they have an innate harmony between them. They are two perfectly tuned instruments playing together. Sometimes it's impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours and it is to be savoured. So there is some sort of connection here between two people, but someone is not recognising nor speaking up about that. Seems to be coming up a lot lately. Have a wonderful day.